And we'd like to thank Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday. That is right. We're halfway there to the end of the week. And another beautiful, gorgeous day here in Rim Country where we are spoiled by beautiful weather. I tell you, it's just, again, another great day. If you're able to, get outside, enjoy one of the parks in town, Green Valley, lakes, take a nice walk, but definitely try and enjoy that sunshine. Well, this morning our guest is with the Payson Senior Center. She's the Director of Development, Janice Chesser. Good morning, Janice.
Good morning, Chris, and good morning, everybody else.
Hey, well, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning. Again, if you're listening on the radio, you know you can also watch us on our KRIM Radio Facebook live stream as well. Yeah, thank you again for coming in. There's always so much happening with the Payson Senior Center.
I hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Debbie Stevens passed the torch,
Mm-hmm.
and most everybody is aware of that now, and she's doing very well. And I'd like to say I'm doing very well.
There we go.
She left things extremely organized, but there is just so many different balls in the air. I appreciate the opportunity to take a few minutes and just explain to everybody what the heck is going on.
Well, and you brought up a good point. There might be some people that are listening or watching that didn't realize that Debbie Steffens, who was there for quite a
Over
while.
7 years.
Over 7 years.
Different
Wow.
positions, and yes,
Yeah.
such a blessing.
Yes, so she is no longer with the Payson Senior Center. So you took her position, but you didn't come in. You had some experience. You didn't come in without any knowledge.
Correct.
You were involved with the Payson Senior Center for a while.
I had been on the board
Okay.
for about a year and a half, but I also, I guess I want to call my career history is nonprofits.
Okay.
Ran one in San Diego for about 8 to 10 years, and one previous to that for about 3.
Okay.
Payson Community Kids here for about
Okay.
3 years too in the past. And anyway, I just am so blessed to be able to put everything together,
Mhm.
and still learning the ropes for how the senior center runs, but.
Mhm.
Just blessed to be able to serve our seniors. It's been a passion of mine for a long time. I am a senior,
Mhm.
so there you go. So there are just so many needs, and just so excited to be able to do it every day.
Mhm. So how long have you been in Payson? You and your husband?
We
in
came
Payson?
2015. My
2000,
parents
okay.
built here in the 70s,
Mhm.
and my dad passed away. It was Chuck and Pat Grazier.
Mhm.
Many people know them. And my dad passed away in 07, and my mom in 2015, and my dad built the home. I couldn't sell it. So God moved us here, and I know why.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we're still digging through things. My mom was a pack rat. I'm a pack rat. Everybody that knows me is probably laughing right now. So we can almost see the floor of the garage. It's only been 9 years. Come on.
No, I was about to say, it's approaching 10 years.
There's too many things to do.
There's, yeah, and there's the boxes. I know, it's funny, I'm the opposite. The boxes, I look at the boxes, and there's some boxes, a few boxes in our garage still along the wall, but they're items that are gonna stay in storage, where papers, documents, different things. Yeah, I'm one of those, like, the weekend we moved in, I'm like, I want to see every box empty.
There you
I'm
go.
not gonna stop.
This is a great segue. Can I lead the segue here?
Yes.
So if you're cleaning things out and have a lot of items, Trinkets and Treasures, our fine resale store, and we just tied for Best of the Rim. We are excited to take any of your treasures to pass on to other people, and all of the proceeds of our Trinkets and Treasures resale store support our Meals on Wheels and our transportation program. So that's something that just we would really appreciate. We have so many fine thrift stores in Payson, but I love our cause. So it's just, and it's fun to get to move on the stuff, knowing that it will be loved and that it will go to a good cause, and obviously a tax write-off.
And those are two programs you mentioned, Meals on Wheels and the senior.
Our transportation system.
Transportation, that are heavily.
It is. Our Senior Express, we offer transportation on a donation-based or suggested donation-based fee of $5 per trip. We bring you to the center. We take you to doctor's appointments. We do several different things that people aren't aware of. And it's growing and is such a need. So that's extremely important. And our Meals on Wheels just happens to fall into our March for Meals is National Meals on Wheels Month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're very excited to promote that this month. You'll be seeing and hearing much more about that. And we definitely need community support financially to continue our programs. And I have a little bit of numbers, if that helps. Last month in January, we served 162 clients. And there was total meals was 3,496 meals were delivered in the month of January.
Wow, that is last month.
That is
3,000 meals.
Yes, and so they and part of it is we are funded through Pinal Gila and of course Star Valley and Town of Payson, but also we need community support for that. And believe me, when you designate a donation to the center, whether you designate it to Meals on Wheels or transportation. Programs in general, those are definitely very good stewards of your funding, and it goes to where you say it needs to be or where you want it to be. So that's always important.
And the community, there's so many members in the community and groups that support the senior center.
We are so blessed, and I'm amazed since I've had the position that I wasn't really aware that many people in town don't realize that we are completely funded through donations. We are a 501c3. A lot of the bigger, we were just talking about the bigger communities and valley and things that are funded either through the town or through the communities that they're town owned basically, and we are not. We're our own entity and rely on donations. Our tax credit is the whole Arizona tax credit, keep your money local. There's several organizations in Payson that qualify for that, and my whole goal is just to encourage people to keep it local. You know, some people have passions for the animals, some people, you know, children, and the school credit is different than the tax credit. So I'm not a tax accountant, I don't have all the details on that, but just know that the Arizona State tax credit, we did just send another round of postcards out. And it's $421 for an individual or $841 for a couple that you can claim this year. So if you owe state taxes and you pay it to Payson Senior Center, that counts as paying your state taxes. It's dollar for dollar credit. So, and that is one of our largest funding sources.
Wow. Yeah, and it's a great way for your tax dollars, Arizona tax dollars, to stay right here in Payson.
Right.
To benefit Payson residents, seniors in Payson, and Star Valley, because Star Valley also. Absolutely,
keep it local.
Yeah, part of the support, you know, like you said, like you mentioned, comes from Star Valley as well. So those are two of the programs, You're
looking at my list here, I can tell. I'm like, there's so many things going on in March.
Well, I know. And so what else is happening in March?
Like I said, Meals on Wheels is huge for March, and that's one major program that we'd like to make everybody aware of. Our, like I said, our trinkets and treasures, the money if you come in and shop. Our store's under new management. I'd love to have you come on in and check it out. It's open 9:30 to 4, Monday through Saturday, and they have great deals and really awesome stuff. So check that out. My excited thing, I had a wonderful champion in town, Miss Belle McDaniel, approached me with this amazing fundraiser. So you will be hearing about it. There is an Eventbrite going out on Facebook. I believe by the end of the week is the date that it's going to start. And our fundraiser is to break the ice of our silence on our community, or our national campaign for our new building. So we have, everybody knows that the Senior Center has been working on a new building for many, many years. we are hoping to now jump into continuing and funding, and your designated donations to the center can go to the building fund.
Mhm.
We're starting with this fundraiser. The one thing that I want to make sure everybody knows is that we don't want to take money from our programs. All the funding that we currently get for our programs and transportation and Meals on Wheels, this is above and beyond that. So that's the one thing, one of the reasons why we've been a little bit quiet about it, because everybody's like, yay, building, you know, oh, here's your money for your building, but then, oh, we're not going to pay for the programs this month, or because we have several faithful donors. So just know that that's above and beyond. But our Muggy on Ice Dip is our fundraiser.
Ice dip.
Ice Dip, you're going to be in it. Right?
I was told that.
Yeah, you were told that, voluntold.
Yeah.
So it's freezing for a reason. And all of the proceeds for this event will go to our new building fund. We have sponsorship from MHA. They have pitched in. And it's going to be at the McDaniels Community Park in Star Valley.
Okay, yep.
On April 6th from 10:30 to 2.
Wow, okay.
It's a little different. It's a peer-to-peer fundraiser. And a peer-to-peer fundraiser is where if you would like to be a dipper and actually get in the ice water, it's a $25 fee, and we'll give you a beautiful t-shirt made by Lion Springs Design. It's just a great job. And then you will get sponsors. So we ask that each dipper reaches out to their friends and family for whatever amount. It can be a $5 donation, it can be a $500 donation, whatever amount somebody wants to pay to see you freeze.
Yeah.
And then the dipper with the most, that raises the most funds will have a special prize. So it isn't, I assume that more of the community would like to just participate or even just come watch. It's a free event for the community. And then the people that actually are the brave ones. It's got huge health effects and things. It's supposed to be really good for you.
Oh, yeah. Great for your skin and, other benefits. That's the ice, where I remember the ice bucket challenge where, you know, you pour water on your head, ice water on your head, but dipping in it.
This is actually, you know, I didn't know much about it. Thank you to Belle. I don't know if she's listening or not, but
Belle.
She
better be in there too.
Yeah, well, and she does this. She's like, I feel 100% different. This is what I do. And I just really want to help you guys get into the building, and I just think this would be a great thing. So this is our first annual. And then we are, she's going to expand next year. We're not sure if it's going to continue to be a senior center event or if she's going to reach out to other nonprofits, but we hope to make this an annual event in Payson.
Wow, no, that's great. And that again is April 6th in the Star Valley Park, the
McDaniels.
McDaniel
Community
Park down
Park.
there. Yep, and what are the times again?
10:30 to 2.
10:30 to 2, all right.
We do have, it is a dunk tank. We went through, let's go up to the rim and jump in the lake, and then we went to horse troughs. We thought how great it would be to have horse troughs and then be able to donate them to Duker or something, or Duker Ranch. We were trying to think of all kinds of things, and I've been told by experienced ice dippers that you don't want to climb into a bucket of water. You want to be plunged into a bucket of water.
Oh, it's better just to
go do it. So instead of climbing
okay.
over, so it's we got dunk tanks. So they're reserved and coming up from the valley because there's no dunk tank rentals local. So as long as that goes, our event's going to be fabulous. But it's
nice. No, that's Belle, thank you again. But, and as long as she's participating, getting in there, then and hopefully Bobby Davis too.
Yeah, I'm thinking there definitely. You know, we have the 2 dunk tanks, and you can throw things. We aren't sure if possibly there's going to be a $1 a ball to throw you into the tank, or if I just get to walk up and push it and throw you in the water. I'm not sure how that will work, but
no, there has to be some skill. I mean, throwing a ball, trying to get the people into the water.
So hopefully, it just sounds like a fun event. It's always a little scary with the first timer, because this is contingent on a lot of things working together, even filling the tanks and getting ready and hoping they're delivered on time.
Yeah.
I know parking might be an issue, we're working that out, and
Yeah.
we did it kind of quick, but I didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
I thought we would just go for it this year and see how it turns out.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No, I think, you know, you can do all of the research, planning, and make sure you're as prepared as possible. But when you're doing something for the first time, like you said, you know, you learn a lot, and there's variables you're just not, you don't know.
there you go.
Can't prepare for, but you learn.
Well, I haven't had a whole lot of people, well, actually Belle has. I think she has about 10 to 15 people that have volunteered that are
Oh, nice.
excited to do that part of it. And so a lot of it, again, like I said, is just going to be a community event, and kind of simple, kind of short and sweet. But I'm excited to see it grow.
Oh, yeah. No, that it does sound like fun. It does, and it's for a great cause. And you know, I just think about all the events we have up here, fundraising events for our nonprofits. They're always a blast. It's a blast to get together with friends, family, and you know, have fun and you know, raise money for a great cause while you're doing it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So again, if you're just tuning in or just started watching on our Facebook Live, talking with Janice Chesser, the Director of Development at the Payson Senior Center, talking about events, upcoming events, and things that are happening with the Senior Center. So in March, is there more?
Well, we did the, you know, like I said, tax credit is huge. Our Meals on Wheels month is, it's just exciting. And you know, that's a need every month. This just happens to be a national, and I believe it's been since, this is the 24th year that it's Meals on Wheels month, and we have an amazing proclamation coming up that I get to get your John Hancock on.
Oh, that's right.
So that'll be at the mid-March town council meeting. Tracy and I worked that out, so that's exciting, to proclaim actual Meals on Wheels month for Payson. And again, that's a constant funding situation. Again, it's awareness to bring people to realize the need that the home delivered meals that we do serve. There's so many people that don't really, Meals on Wheels is more than just a meal. It is a welfare check. The people that receive meals, I had a gentleman, Andy, his story was that he gets up every morning and gets dressed and walks to his recliner and looks out the window and waits for that Meals on Wheels driver to come, and that's the excitement of his day. Most days that's his only company, and unfortunately the only meal he will eat. So the need for our homebound seniors, and it is just, it's huge. And people just don't realize that. We try to encourage people to come eat at the center. We do meals, we're open Monday through Thursday, and we have a lunch every day at noon. And if you sign up the day ahead of time, it's a $5 suggested fee. Again, it's suggested, don't let that stop you from coming. But we encourage, eventually, sometimes Meals on Wheels, you know, it's not the end, and you can recover and start cooking again, or utilize, and we always encourage people to come to the center for the socialization aspect.
Well, the connection.
Absolutely, we have so many fun things going on.
Yeah, because being at home, if you're at home alone, don't have family in the area, maybe just a few friends, but you're just at home every day to, like you said, have that meal won't be brought to you. It isn't just the food, but that connection of having that contact.
Absolutely.
With the driver, and I was very fortunate to take a ride along, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. I know myself and Bobby Davis did that. He rode along in Star Valley, and I went on one of the Payson routes. I believe Robert is who went. Yeah,
Robert was.
Robert went with Robert, and you can see it on people's faces. Hear it in their voice when they're talking to the driver, and he's asking, "Oh, how are you doing today?" And asking about something that was going on, or maybe they shared something with them about a child coming to visit, or just an event, or something that, happened in their life, and, ask them about it. Oh yeah, and, just a quick little sharing of,
Our
something.
drivers have the biggest hearts,
Mhm.
and
Oh yeah.
they are, they're invested in the
Mhm.
clients that we serve.
Mhm.
And that welfare check, again, it's more than just a meal.
Mhm.
That almost should, we need to promote that more often. But that
Mhm.
meal is important too, as far as
Mhm.
nutrition
Mhm.
and
Yeah, and then, like you said, if they're able to, and if they can utilize the transport, come to the center, come have a meal there, engage in some of the activities, and that's something, if you look on the Payson Senior Center website, paysonseniorcenter.org, it's great because the calendar. You have the calendar on the website. There's also printed calendars, I believe.
and
that are
calendars at
handed
the
out.
center, and we also have our meals, our new menu. Our
Mhm.
menu is there. And it's just exciting. There's many activities, many different things to do. Again, the Transportation Senior Express will pick you up and bring you to the center and bring you home if you're able to come for the activities there. Also, it's available to take you for your personal use, to take you to your doctor's appointments or hairdresser, or and that is all done by calling the center.
Mhm.
And it's 928-474-4876, and they will hook you up with who you need to speak to.
Mhm. And just for an example, today, let's see, at 10:30, so in 8 minutes, live music from the Celtic Elk Band.
Okay?
And then a chess club at 12:30. Rumicub? Rumicub?
it's
What is
a
Rumicub?
cube card thing.
Okay.
I've never played it.
Okay, that's at 12:45, and then canasta at 12:45 as well. And then for exercise, this morning, I like saying this, yoga lattes. Yoga lattes, so that's yoga and Pilates, like a combination, yoga lattes with Nan. That was at 9 though, so if you didn't get there this morning for that, you missed it. But it looks like that's every Thursday at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, senior stretch, strength, and balance. And then at 10 o'clock also chair yoga lattes. So at 9 you have maybe the little more advanced, yoga lattes. And then if, you can't stand that well, balance isn't that good, you can do the chair yoga lattes at 10. So, yeah, and there's just so many, look at the calendar.
All of them. There is every level of exercise, from just strength and balance to, we have belly dancing,
Yeah.
and we have Tai Chi, and we have line dancing.
We boot scooting seniors, yeah.
So anyone is welcome to come to our classes. We call it 50 and finer.
Uh-huh.
To be a member of our Payson Senior Center for 60 and over, it's $15 a year.
Uh-huh.
And by being a member, our center belongs to the members, and we have an annual meeting every July, and we have voting on our board members, all of the updates, any changes to legal changes that need to be made to contracts, etc., that the members can vote on.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you do need to be a member to go on our trips. Laura has worked really hard and made some trips that she schedules throughout the year. Other than that, you do not have to be a member of the center to come eat or join in the classes. Anyone is welcome.
Mm-hmm.
If you're thinking about it and maybe you have a parent that you think would benefit from coming, you'd like to bring them and pick them up, you are more than welcome to come with them to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody under 60, we do have a $5 fee.
Mm-hmm.
And to come have a meal and maybe get them comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take long. Laura knows our clients really well, and she's good about sitting you at a table that has the like interest, and will welcome you. But you can tell by everything we're doing, we are running out of room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the activities, everything from cell phone orientation on Tuesdays the first and second Tuesday of the month at
Our
9:30.
wonderful Simply Savvy Miss Jamie is so good.
So if you have questions about your cell phone, you're about to throw it against the wall, or throw it out your car window, or whatever, that seems like a great opportunity to maybe get questions answered, learn how to use your cell phone without increasing your blood pressure. Bible study Wednesday mornings at 9:30. Music, again, Cinnamon Twist, Ann and Jen. Play music, Jim and Kathleen Kelly. Goodness, bridge, dominoes. So much going on. So yeah, and this all is on a calendar that's on the website, or you can pick up a printed copy at
Correct.
the Senior Center.
We also
for
have
each
them
one.
outside the door, so even if you go when the
okay.
center is not open,
Uh-huh.
we have wonderful little plastic holders that you can come pick up paperwork if you just want to
Okay.
kind of do it and then check it out.
There you go. Yeah, so just so many activities going on. And again, you said that you don't have to be a member
You do not have to be a member.
participate in the activities or to have lunch at the Senior Center. But trips, you need to be a member to go on any of the trips. And also with membership just so low, I mean, why wouldn't you become a member? I think
And
it's
there's also a
great.
list of discounts that you receive. You get a membership card, and there is a list of local discounts. I should have brought that with me, but
Oh,
that you do
okay.
receive for the $15. So it can.
Well, and
It's not
that,
quickly.
that's something that I've been looking at recently, and people have been maybe more cognizant of, or they're looking at, different discounts that you can qualify for, a Longhorn card. So
It's basically like a
Mm-hmm.
Longhorn card, but it's not printed on there, so you
Yeah.
have to look at the list to see.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you have, Longhorn card where you get discounts, and you're giving $20 to the baseball program, I believe. Senior Center, you join, and it's $15 a year, you said?
Yes.
And then you get discounts at different businesses in the community. I think Bashia's, I think it is, Senior Day, or there's a Senior Day where 10% is offered one day a month. So for shopping, a 10 or
I'm gonna have
15.
to remember, to bring the list, I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's okay, but there's so many groups, I think, that, or businesses that offer discounts, that it's great.
We
It's
have great community support,
Mhm.
great community support for our center.
And again, the website, if you want to go online, paysonseniorcenter.org. One thing I didn't see on the activities, do you have any computer classes or anyone that?
We do not at this point.
Okay.
Part of it also, can almost guarantee without getting the correct answer, is that it's room.
Yeah,
Because of being able to have that technology. I do know that we always refer everybody to the library
Okay,
for that, but that is definitely something that we would like to expand on. I just want to say a big thanks to Smart Systems, because Smart Systems has supported the Senior Center for many, many years with free services. They just are always great, and I know things are changing a little bit, and there's a contract that Kelly arranged with them, but I just want to say thank you, and I'm sure again it's still so much in our favor, that just to be able to support us like that is great.
No, that is great, and thank you for mentioning that, because Smart Systems, they do so much in the community, and there's so many businesses that you find that they step up like that
Right.
to help out the nonprofits. And again, you did mention, but I want to mention it again for those that are listening or watching that didn't realize or don't realize that the Payson Senior Center is a 501c3. It's not operated by the town, or it doesn't, get funded by state government, federal government. There are donations,
Correct, not
There
totally
there
funded,
are
we do have contracts.
contributions, with the Pinell and Gila County, Town of Payson, Star Valley. There's
Correct.
contributions, but those contributions added up do not cover all of the services that are provided. So donations are a big part of covering your operating costs. And that's how it is with not only the Senior Center, the timeout shelter
Correct.
is the same. The Humane Society is the same. The homeless shelter is the same, where in, as you stated, metropolitan areas or the East Coast, West Coast, you find that a lot of these programs are government funded. They're government funded and services provided by the government, but here
With rural, it doesn't. So
no.
I just say search your heart.
Mhm.
Search your heart and give where you feel the need is, or where your passion is. We just have amazing nonprofits in town, and it's a blessing to be part of them.
Mhm.
And we all want to push our own,
Yeah.
obviously,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do know that I'm just excited to be part of it and jump into the job.
Mhm. Yeah, and something, a motto, I think I even put on a t-shirt maybe, more connecting, less complaining. So, it'd be great to see people in the community. There's so many already that volunteer. When when we talk to the different nonprofits, they just constantly rave about their volunteers.
And that's another, we always need volunteers,
Yep.
always.
So my advice, or what I encourage people to do, especially that are new to the community, is get connected. Get connected with one of the nonprofits. If you have a heart for seniors, there you go, the Senior Center, the Trinkets and Treasures thrift store. There's areas where you can volunteer. If you love animals, dogs and cats, the Humane Society, whatever it is, you can connect with a group and connect with them. You meet people in the community, you see their operations, you really have an understanding of what they're doing, their challenges, just all of it.
Absolutely.
And through that connection, you learn so much about the community, to where maybe, there's not as much complaining, because it's so easy to complain and say, why doesn't this group do this? Why don't we have this? Why don't we have that? Well, get out there and
Be the solution.
Be the
Isn't that always it?
solution.
Yeah, be the
Yeah,
solution.
so-
Before I forget, I just looked at my list and I wanted to remind everybody to save the dates of April 12th and 13th. That's the week after everybody gets dumped in ice. And that's our spring craft fair. So the Handcrafters Club puts on 2 annual craft fairs a year. And our first one will be this spring, and it will be Friday and Saturday. Wonderful, wonderful items that they have, and so you'll be hearing more about that.
Wow. And I'm sure you'll see things on the Senior Center Facebook page. If you don't follow their Facebook page, I encourage you to do that.
And Trinkets and Treasures has their own
Trinkets and
also,
Treasures
absolutely.
As well, to hear about different specials or items. I know there's pictures of different items that come into the store, but you always want to check the store, Trinkets and Treasures, on a regular basis, because new items are coming in every
And
day.
I'm working on that. That's all mine too, so.
There you go. Hey, well, thank you so much, Janice, for coming on today.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
Oh.
I appreciate it very much.
Hey, you're so welcome, and really appreciate everything you and everyone with the Payson Senior Center does for our community. The Senior
We have a
Center
great
community.
team. We have a great team. I'm excited.
All right. Well, hey, thank you everyone for listening and watching this morning. And also thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music with some James Taylor, Righteous Brothers, Nazareth, and more. But first, how about we get a quick update from the National Weather Service so they can tell us how it's going to be a nice sunny day today.
With this morning's KRIM weather forecast for Payson and surrounding areas.
There we go. Turn that up. You're welcome. And get this stream.